Hey guys, welcome back to episode 4 of Strike the Blood. Now before I even start this review, I just gotta say, I fucking knew it! I fucking knew they were gonna pull this shit the first fucking, minute I watched this episode, and they're like, hey, wake up, and then you see him, fucking just like lying there, and he's all better now, he's all reattached and everything, and it kind of made it a little bit better because they did like a little flashback of him, like his blood coming back to him, but still, it wasn't really a full resurrection. It was like you literally just see his arm, and blood just comes back into his body, and that's it, That's the only consolation we get. So in this episode, as Kyoji's waking up from, being resurrected. We didn't even see most of it, but he got resurrected, okay? And we see him talk to, Yukina, and they're talking to each other like, man, we got our ass beat last time. We should probably, do something about that shit. And so apparently, Yukina decided to just let him drink her blood because his familiars don't listen to him because he hasn't drank anybody's blood yet. I don't even know, did anyone get the feeling, when she was, offering herself up, she was, she was gonna get raped or some shit? Literally, she's like, don't touch me, but drink my blood. We also learned that apparently what's keeping this whole island, floating, is, some magical saint, got sacrificed, and his arm is literally just keeping up this whole place with his magical energies. So that's what the priest is after, is this magical arm, and he wants to get that arm and return it back to his people. So, I mean, they were fighting. Fighting a good fight. I mean, I like to fight this time. I like to fight. I feel like, literally, we should just forget what happened last episode, okay, guys? Just things didn't make no sense. Fighting didn't make that much sense. Character just fucking forgot what the fuck he was saying 5 minutes ago. Just forget what the hell happened last episode, and this episode can be just the new episode 3, alright? What I want to know is, why, Yukina can, beat Astarte in this one, Why can she, kick her ass this time? I mean, do you remember the last fight? I don't understand what happened, because Astarte had, the barrier. They basically stole Yukina's spear powers, the vibration on her spear, and stole that power and put it onto Astarte. So Astarte has, anti-demon barrier on her now. And it blocks, all attacks. It cannot be broken whatsoever. But for some reason, Yukina suddenly broke it. Like that. I was watching, I was like, what? What? How come you didn't do that last episode? Did getting your blood sucked make you stronger or something? We also get to figure out why Yukina is next to Kyoji. So apparently, the Lion King organization, or either that or another group, the group Kyoji's in, because Kyoji is in another group separate from the Lion King organization that is basically has a similar motive, but we don't know their name yet. Or if we do know, I currently don't remember their name yet. So his group and the Lion King organization group is working together, it looks like, or at least his friend is, and it looks like they're working together, and they're trying to bring him up to be a vampire, a type of vampire that maybe they can control that, isn't so wild. And they're trying to do that by using Yukina as, his wife, trying to get Yukina to be his wife, and then using that to tie him down to whatever maybe they need him to do. So this is really interesting. So now I can see why, because I was asking last episode, I was, hitting my head, I was like, why is, Yukina so dumb and, vulnerable to this, anything anyone says to her, she'll just fucking, fall over you. And I guess it makes sense now, because they want her, a person, to get attached to this guy and, basically be this, emotional link that they can use. They can use this. So now it makes sense. Now it makes sense why they would use Yukina, who maybe not the best of all the Lion King organization group, and she's not the badass, member of their group either, but she's the type that, is not really good with men, and that will usually easily fall for men, no matter what the fuck they say, and what the fuck they do, God. So, it makes sense now. It makes sense. I like this. it's giving me, like, you know, a reason to like Yukina's character. And now I can understand, and now I can see why she's, you know, this kind of character that needs to be this way. So maybe they're trying to use him as a way to, you know, maybe take back the lands, or maybe just, like, reclaim some of the control from the other 3 progenitors, which we haven't seen yet, but are also probably going to be incredibly strong and immortal too, which they cannot die. We also don't get to know exactly what's the weakness of vampires. Like, you know, usually vampires, curiously, have a weakness one way or another, either sunlight, garlic, or some sort of silver, metal type objects that will, you know, burn them. Usually sunlight also weakens vampires too, but in this case it seems that vampires are just superhuman beings that, you know, suck blood. And so I am curious, you know, if they're going to kill him, if they're going to, you know, if Kyoji became a danger later on, how would they actually kill Kyoji? Because Kyoji cannot die. He'll just automatically resurrect no matter what it looks like. But anyway, so there wasn't really any inconsistencies in terms of the story. And I mean, it all flowed pretty good. So anyway, episode 5, here we go.